right? You said with me? All right. Well, welcome, Joanne. So great to have you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. And we are rocking and rolling. Good morning. It's so wonderful to be back here at Tammy Fender Spa in Delray Beach at the Opal. And it is time to kick off for officially the month of September. Our theme this week being sacred ritual and practice, because we are in the month, which is all about just tending your garden, tending the to-do list, getting everything kind of dialed in and organized as we prepare to transition into the fall. So both astrologically as well as for our soul and just all of the feel-good pieces inside of us. This is what we're focusing in on this week, hopefully getting a good foundation laid to finish out energetically, to finish out the year once we shift into the fall months. So I invite everyone, as you are ready, to take a nice deep breath in and a nice big exhale. And another nice deep breath in, bringing the shoulders up towards your ears as you breathe in. And exhaling. And again, another nice deep breath in. And this time on the exhale, just go ahead and expel as much breath as you possibly can from the lungs. Breathing it all out until you feel like there's nothing left in your lungs to push out anymore. And then taking a nice big gulp of air, like you just came to the top of the surface of the water as though you'd been underwater, taking in as much oxygen as you can. And then nicely relaxing into that exhale and slowly settling into your mind into your body into the environment around you, feeling yourself dropping in with the sounds of my voice, with the sounds of the room, the environment around you, and to the moment. Go ahead and lick your lips and relax your jaw. Wiggle your toes. Go ahead and make a fist. Waking up the body, waking up the connectivity, whatever you feel called to do. If you are sitting and you feel called to start rocking a little bit, rolling the shoulders, just opening that body up, letting its sense of movement be what guides you for the next few moments. Allowing the mind to pay attention to where you feel called to wiggle the toes or move the body, roll the ankles. Maybe you feel like shifting around in your hips a little bit. Go ahead and lick the lips and relax the jaw again. And on this inhale, we're going to start our light link, bringing middle fingers to thumb and slowly imagining as though like a plant slowly making its way, just blooming above the surface. So too, sending a cord of intention up to that golden light of the sun. Imagining you are that plant for the first time, reaching up. A new day, new energy, new astrological energy, new people, new places, new activities. And so too, do we get to see the sun in our mind's eye for the first time in a new way, as though you are that fresh little sprout peeking out of the soil with that one shoot reaching up towards the sun. Breathing in and out, feeling your body and imagining you are seeing that sunshine for the first time today. What it feels like when you step outside, as though the light is blinding. Maybe it's the warmth that you perceive. Just being here in this moment, it's your first time. And for those of you who feel like you step into the sun and do this every day with me, recognizing that today, as you drift into the sun, seeing if you can recall the first time your eyes ever met the sun, that first conscious memory of seeing its bright light, its golden rays shining down upon you. As you breathe in and out, coming back to our breath again, this time using the inhale to give us a little bit of a push up and out, even further out of the earth, like that green shoot raising up, and completely as though you're tilting your head ever so slightly to the sun, drinking that waterfall of beautiful energy in as we connect to our angels, to our guides, the sun symbolizing our soul star, the place where we connect to the greater consciousness of life and God or the universe, drinking it all in as you allow for that light to flood in and over you, opening your heart, raising your shoulders, lifting your heart, feeling it connecting with the sun. As we shift into the second part of our light link, making our way to the earth, feeling our roots like that gentle, fragile plant that we are, bright white roots reaching down into the earth in beautiful, dark, rich soil full of nutrients and luminescence. And today, I invite you not to focus on going deep or way in, but just on the richness of what is right here in this moment for you. That little plant that we imagine just popping above the surface doesn't have roots growing like that of the oak yet. It has the perfect amount of everything it needs, reaching into the soils and their rich, dense nutrients. And so for each of you, as you imagine this in your mind's eye today, I invite you to feel into your feet and feel into your tailbone. And imagine as though you're springing roots, sprouting roots for the first time, feeling that deep, deep connectivity ever so subtly, imagining the earth and as though these vines are growing out from the bottom of your feet. And for those of you that are much more of my feelers than visual, it may just feel like a pulse in the bottom of your feet. It may feel like a pulse in the base of your spine, or maybe you just find your heartbeat. Breathing, next breath in deeply into your belly, as though we're pushing those roots all the way down and into the earth. And another breath in with that belly extending. As you draw the breath in this time, and a nice big exhale, again, feeling the pressure against your skin as that belly opens out. Breathing in and out, dropping your energy down into the earth. Imagining those perfect little white roots extending, growing in strength as they are met with everything they need. And coming back again to our hearts as we feel ourselves anchoring in the sun to the below. But this time, as you imagine yourself from your heart space, you no longer see that perfect little sprout, the seed coming above the surface, but you see a tree, a beautiful tree that has taken shape and form, an oak, strong in its presence, able to grow, feeling the strength within your spine, now feeling into those roots beneath you, not a full-grown oak yet, but just feeling the strength, the power to break the surface of concrete and roads with your roots as they go stronger and stronger, connecting to what you need in this moment, here and now. And again, coming back up to the top, to that sunshine, and now imagining those leaves, like the hairs on the top of your head, reaching towards the sun. As we open our hearts and our minds to our journey today into spirit, imagining a bird coming to land in your tree, imagining the strength of the sun against the wind and the rain that you feel, knowing that all is here, all you need is provided for. Allowing your mind to slow down as you imagine yourself being still at the base of this tree. Maybe even as our journey begins, imagining yourself sitting, resting with your back up against a strong and mighty oak, with its branches spreading out far, far, far and wide. And like the dew of the morning, you imagine looking out across this beautiful field where there are many oaks, creating a beautiful canopy that the sun is just starting to come through, its rays being reflected in the morning mist and fog. This beautiful imagery as you feel this oak at your back, its strength, as the inner world begins to take shape and form. This ritual of connection that you create each and every day, whether it be tending to your home, to your children, to your kitchen sink, to your chores, to your work and your projects in the world. Allowing yourself to feel the strength of everything you need right here and now, so that you may grow, your projects may grow, your home may feel clean and clear. For ritual supports us, our daily patterns support us in keeping us on our divine path. This regular practice of connecting in, of self-care, of tending to yourself is nothing more than you tending to your garden and your grove of oaks that are growing strong and proud. I invite you now to go back into your roots again, imagining not just the small little roots that we started with, but roots that are so deep and so powerful that they reach all the way to the depths of the earth, the center of the earth, where they meet a beautiful pool of luminescent light. This luminescent light, the divine mother, as we know her, earth, the giver of life, the giver of transformation and inspiration. As we feel ourselves intricately, not separate, but a part of her, as powerful as the oak, our body begins to shed all of its layers. And with each layer that we shed, it's as though another ring around the oak tree is formed. Every initiation that you step into, whether it's new people, new places, new projects, new challenges, your ability to keep coming back to these roots, to drinking from their depths, the well of life, awakening that blueprint already coded within your body, already written within the DNA of your cells, waiting for you to tend it, to remind it that this nourishment and this love, your divine nature, is here and is inherent in you. And so as you breathe in and out, the practice of your breath, not just growing strength and connectivity, but power and grace and love and wisdom. Feeling this rising up as though your roots are drinking a long, long, tall drink of water on a hot day. Beauty being what emanates forth from you out into the world. Feeling that strength rising up. The oak with the power to move mountains. Your growth empowered and potent on this ancient path that all those before us have walked and all those after us will walk. Your sacred practice of love rising up now through those roots and into your feet. Your sacred practice of knowing and being. Your ability to be still as you are in this moment, held solid and in place by the imagery and the sensation of the feeling of this oak at your back. And as you gaze up through its branches, you see the sun still shining down, the mists of the morning glades of oak trees beginning to lift. And you can see and feel your sense of self rising from within. And like a garden needing regular care, the blossoming within you begins to flourish. And suddenly you are no longer in your human form, that young individual resting with your back against the tree, but you are a butterfly taking flight, preparing to blossom and flourish, feeling the creativity of your heart and your soul reflected in all of the multicolors on your wings. As you make your way, flying, flitting to the tops of the trees, to the tops of this oak, you find a perfect leaf and resting space. And as you sit here at the top of this tree, as this butterfly, your next visual is to gaze back at the sun, seeing it again for the first time, no longer as the budding oak coming up above the surface of the dark soils, but now as the butterfly. For our sacred practices and our sacred rituals in life, whether it be as simple as brushing our teeth, or sitting down to morning coffee or tea, or stepping outside and feeling the sun on your face, are these moments when we tend to our soul, when we allow ourselves to slow down just enough to feel the potency and the magic that is everywhere and all around us. Each day, a new opportunity to gaze upon the sun, to shed the layers of doubt and frustration that may have been there in our morning thoughts or the day before, to rise anew for your soul, your inner self, your relationship with your inner light and with the spirit beyond. It takes shape and breathes and nurtures you in the form of the wind blowing gently through the trees, the sun shining on your face, a gentle rain cleansing and clearing away doubt and worry, and bringing in happiness. For each of us knows that our sacred practice, whatever it may be, is our way of choosing happiness over self-doubt. It's our way of choosing to be smart about how we nurture and care for ourselves. It's our way of choosing good. It's our way of choosing love. And so as you breathe in and out today, feeling all of nature all around you, now as that butterfly, you find yourself landing in the grass, this time with your human feet, feeling the grass around you. You rise up and you stand in the midst of all of these mighty oaks where the sun is shining down and you can feel the grass beneath your feet and you feel tall and present. Your clothes are flowing. You feel like a goddess or a god, strong in your conviction and your will to live this life to its fullest. Here, now, today, this is your moment. This is your moment. As you breathe in and out, for you chose this life. You chose to feel love in the physical form, to know the joys of laughter and bliss, in heartache and sorrow, but most importantly, to feel fulfilled. And without your spiritual self as a consistent presence, we struggle to be as fully fulfilled and empowered, because it takes these moments of self-reflection to feel nourished, to feel the love that's living and growing and blossoming into the mighty oak within us each and every day. So as you take a breath in and out again, feeling your shoulders rise and roll down your spine, feeling your chest rise, again caressing the belly as you breathe all the way into the belly, extending it out. Feeling your mind settled in your center space, breathing in and out, feeling safe, feeling excited for what this day has to offer, and imagining yourself walking out from wherever you may be into the sunlight for the first time today. Are you going forward as that beautiful goddess or god? Are you going forward as that butterfly? Are you going forward as you, full of love, fully nourished? For this sacred practice and ritual of just feeling yourself in your heart and allowing it all to bleed out into the earth, the love you feel for life, the emotions, the ups and downs, the stress, the anxiety, whatever it may be, giving it back to nature so you may be that butterfly that takes flight. Feeling the lightness within your heart as you slowly prepare to come back to the room and to the moment, feeling yourself, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, imagining that sun on your forehead. May it be a beautiful day full of light and love.